Scott Baronic.
Nate Capa
Hitting you up.
with the workout of the day. Hey guys, Nate and Scott here with the exercise of the day.
The exercise of the day is pull-throughs. Okay, Nate, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're trying to do here?
So pull-throughs, we're really going to demonstrate trying to keep stability on the prosthesis while you're in what we would call stance phase. So while your weight is on the prosthesis and the other foot is coming through to take the step. This exercise is usually done in conjunction with heel strikes. Heel strikes would come first. This heel strikes would come first, and then we do this, and this is kind of the second part of the step after the heel's already on the ground. The really important thing with this is, so can you go ahead and demonstrate a couple of them? Now, the important thing that's happening, you can see Scott's going very slowly across the prosthesis. A big reason for that is he's not using his sound leg to push through. He's using the muscles behind his, on the back, on the prosthetic side, to pull his weight through.
I'm taking great concentration to make sure that I'm not pushing off with this toe at all. The only thing that's bringing me forward is me driving through the extensors on the prosthetic side.
Now, this is really important because it really creates stability. See how he is able to keep his pelvis level, his shoulders stay upright and level while he's doing this. Using these muscles and learning how to engage these muscles is one of the biggest things to help get rid of a dip towards the prosthetic side.
It stabilizes your core.
And so, and like we said, this is kind of phase 2 of learning to take a step. So a lot of times if this is early gait training, what we would do is we would go through the heel strikes until the person really seems to, or you really seem to grasp it, till you've got that concept down. Do the pull-throughs for a little while until you feel pretty confident about that. And then after that, try to engage those two exercises together and use those, put those in motion to actually take steps and walk.
So if you're doing heel strikes, and we talked about switching from, focusing on pushing on the front wall of that socket and then changing that energy so you're pushing on the back wall of that socket to drive that down. If you're working with someone, or what you need to pay attention to yourself, if you're just throwing that leg out there and you're letting it fall, then you'll know because your sound leg might want to drop. You're not ready for the pull-throughs because you really need to use it. But like Nate said, then graduating to the next phase, you want to demonstrate how you would do that then the next step, taking steps?
Oh, sure. You can want to go back there. Yeah.
So the next step would be, remember we start in the set position, so set, and then Nate will say strike.
Strike.
So this time when I strike, then he's going to say pull through, okay?
Yep. Strike, pull through. Strike, pull through.
But notice, so if this is your first time taking steps, or you're working with somebody, this is their first time taking steps, and they're not doing this, we talked about habits, this is a great launch point.
Right. The other thing is, if you're doing these exercises at home, this is a balance exercise, but especially initially, it's a strengthening exercise. So when you're first learning, have chairs, have something stable there that you can hold on to. You should have it handy because you should have done the heel strikes first. But don't just try this exercise without something, because you may be all over the place and you might feel pretty unstable. Eventually, as you get stronger and you feel more and more confident, then it's fine to do this unsupported, but it's really important to kind of don't think about this as a balance exercise early. Think about it as a strength exercise.
So I'm a little tall, but if I was normal person size, this is at a pretty good level on the chair. And before I was just using 2 fingers, but I could sit here and I could do heel strikes, or I could do pull throughs, and I've still got something here to kind of help stabilize myself. Call to action.
Right. I mean,
do them.
Yeah, I think, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.